you 2 minutes to get it together, and then you can walk in that door.
What is going on out there? What is the commotion?
Yeah, what
I don't
the
know.
fuck?
Poor Belle.
Let me decide when you're ready.
Sorry, I had to do some
No,
gaslighting.
you're good. You're good. Yep. All good.
How we all feeling so far? Good?
Getting
Yeah.
tired.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna end on an interesting note.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Curious about what an interesting note is, but hello.
You'll find out.
Hey,
It's going pretty good. Would you like me to stand or sit for this?
That's up to you.
You know what, just for that,
it's not like that.
could everybody sit for this?
I just,
It all makes sense now.
Okay, here we go.
okay, I have to.
I'm so sorry.
Even D-Dog's come at us. Belle, we got a couple questions to start off. We ask everybody these questions. First one, are you nervous for this interview at all?
I'm being completely honest, not really.
Okay.
It's a big step moving forward, but well, to speak plainly, I think you have kind of two types of officers. You have the ones that dispatch call to dispatch call, and then you have the officers that sit back and focus on their investigations or focus on the 911 calls. To do things differently, I would hopefully try to pay attention a little bit more on what calls are coming through, and if there's a call that I feel like should take priority, I would try to break units off of a different call to try to help with that call.
Okay. You want to hit her with that one question?
If you were an aquatic life form, which form would you pick?
Any sort of aquatic life form?
That's right. Yeah. Feel free to answer it however you want.
A dolphin.
Okay, and why?
I mean, have you ever seen a dolphin really upset? Every time I've seen them, they look like
it's
they're
so
happy just swimming around.
sad. Oh,
You know about the dolphin, the upset dolphins, D-Dog?
I've seen a sad dolphin before.
With it, I don't want to see it. I don't want to have my
It's
opinions
so
on dolphins
sad,
be
bro.
ruined.
It's so sad.
I've seen a pissed off dolphin.
They start crying and then they go, you know, they make noises like that, and it's so sad. But yeah, dolphin, that's a cool creature. I respect that. How do you think that relates to you as a deputy and or police officer or whatever within the BCSO?
And I have a very fun attitude, but when shit hits the fan, I can lock it in as well.
That's cool. That's a good answer.
Barrick was a pretty good
Objection,
leader when he
blazing.
was 8. Objection, what?
Nothing. Sorry.
Now
You're
say
doing
your
great, Belle.
fucking chest, pussy, huh?
I said objection glazing, man.
Who do you think are your worst teachers?
My worst teachers?
Yeah, like who gave you like bad lessons?
Can I say myself for my driving?
A little bit of a cop-out answer, Bell. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
I'm
Yeah. It's
right.
like free parking
Mini-
and
you have
Monopoly.
to pick
come
a
on.
minimum one, but I will say it kind of looks better if you pick more than one. But I think it's cool if you pick whatever, to be honest.
If I were to pick one, I would probably also Snelty. With his goofiness.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure all of us have seen a situation where we're all laughing, having fun, turn serious.
I hate when that happens.
You think he played too much, or you think it's like the opposite?
I have a
Situation?
good balance of them.
Okay.
Of like both.
Val, if you were to be chosen as sheriff, who would be your undersheriff?
With that, I would like to do interviews as well, but I would try to pick somebody from hopefully shift one. If I were to
Anybody in
choose
mind?
like somebody in particular, I would probably have to say Cassidy. And with that choice, going into that, Cassidy was undersheriff under Bones, and they both built a hell of a department. I feel like Cassidy also has a pretty good head on his shoulders when it comes to having a good time, but is able to lock it in. And
If chosen as sheriff, what would be the first thing you would do?
with that, I would reach out and try to build better relationships with LSPD and DOJ. I don't know how well that would work with Moss and Peters and myself, but at the end of the day, we're all here for the people. If we can't work together, then we're failing as a department, but we do need each other's help. With the DOJ, like I've seen a lot of discontent within the past couple of days with rulings on court cases.
What's your opinion on like Moss and Peters' opinions on how they fired you?
I feel during my fire, like me being released from the LSPD, I will admit I felt like I got pretty heated during the conversations I had with Moss and Peters, but I don't hold any remorse or regret towards either of them. They let me go. I took my month off. I came back and applied for the BCSO. And
Do you feel like it was justified?
if I'm being completely honest, I don't feel like it was justified. But at the end of the day, there was not really much I can do. I mean, ultimately, I was working towards the betterment of the LSPD, and if with stuff like that, you might not like the person, but I feel like if they're trying to better the department, they at least deserve to
Mhm.
like be heard.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask a similar question that I asked Aspen. If you weren't picked for sheriff, who do you think should be sheriff?
Well, if I'm being completely honest, I'm kind of surprised that Bones is sitting over there. I thought that he would have ran again. As
I
for
got different plans.
okay, curious about that, but
3 names of people you think are qualified to be sheriff and you would like to see be sheriff if it wasn't you.
Leon Cassidy, Aspen Gray, I would say would be the second pick, just because I think she's pretty similar to Cassidy and Bones. With the third one, I would have to say Anita May.
Interesting. Interesting.
Interesting answers. Do you possess the killer instinct? Let's say there's like a crazy shootout type crime scene, you know? Do you find yourself like rushing into something like that? Are you that type of person, or are you do you not like stuff like that? I'm just curious.
Well, any sort of violence I'm against, but if I'm responding to a shootout, I'm not the one that dives straight in there. If anything, like to try to kind of gather the information of what I'm dealing with and approach it with a plan or like a method. I feel like Dakota would get on his intercom and just start talking, and they would probably just put their guns away to hear Dakota stop talking.
What the
My
hell?
poor Dakota. Oh my god.
Guys,
You
I got-
okay?
I mean, I've negotiated ceasefires and active gunfights with criminals before, but
So you just proved my point.
Such a dweeb.
I'm not sure if I have more questions.
Do you have any questions for us?
What would be the ideal candidate that you're looking for in sheriff?
Someone who can galvanize the BCSO to be more than they are now. What I mean by that is really showing that these officers can be more than just people driving around in a car for 8 hours. Being a police officer, a quality police officer is what I'm looking for. Well, thank you, Belle. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of just grew.
Barrick, glad to see that you're doing all right.
Crazy,
Fuck.
crazy underlying joke there. It's okay.
Wait, what?
All right.
So rude.
Wait, what did I say?
Ooh.
Hold on.
No.
you made a pun and
She
you
has
didn't
no
even
left.
know
She's all
it.
right right now.
You inadvertently made a really good pun.
It's all good.
That was really good.
All good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Barrick, that was not my intention. I am sorry.
All good. It's fine.
God damn it. I love this.
It's a good
Great.
interview.
Yeah,
Great interview.
good interview.
It was solid.
Very solid.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. If you could do me a favor and grab the next person, they should be here.
Okay. Do
And
you mind if I
tell-
come back in and give Bones something?
Sure, yeah. And could you let the next person know that they're very underdressed?
How would they even know that?
Sure thing.
Thanks.
If it makes you feel better, dolphins don't have any arms.
How would that make me feel better with all due respect to like one?
These dolphins are cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she said she'd be one.
You
So
say
you're not
dolphins
as
are cool,
as a
but somebody
dolphin
literally
and you
wrote.
don't have an arm. Never mind.
You say that is somebody literally wrote in the notes that dolphins are basic.
I wrote that.
See, I would have said
Crazy.
killer whale, but
I would have gone for amoeba.
That's a nice answer. Both of those are really good answers.
Mm-hmm. Really good answer.
Yeah, who's underdressed now?
killer whales are, they're awesome. I love them.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, give me 1 second.
Oh.
You guys
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah, that's about right.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm in an
Put
interview.
your
I
phone
can't
on
talk.
silent.
Bones, do you want to get us started?
Yeah, I can get started. We ask the same questions to just about everybody when they come in here, so don't feel targeted in any sort of fashion. Are you nervous?
I'm nervous for what?
this interview?
Why would I be nervous for this interview?
It's just a yes or no question.
Well, you didn't say it was a yes or no question.
G-Dog, tell him.
We ask the questions here, Tyler.
Oh,
Thank
fuck you, Delver.
Okay.
Nobody told me Delver was going to be here. He's my
That's
arch
D-Dog.
nemesis.
It's
D-Dog.
D-Dog.
It's D-Dog now.
It's D-Dog now. What'd you do, wash your face off? You wash your face and you got a whole new identity, Delver?
Fuck you.
Fuck you, respectfully.
At least he said respectfully.
Okay.
Tyler,
Yes, Your Majesty.
why do you
Your
why do
cloneship.
you want why do you want to be BCSO's next top sheriff?
Oh, it's a top sheriff?
Unless you want to be a bottom sheriff.
Oh, okay. Well, why do I want to be the next top sheriff? I'll speak honestly. I feel like there's a lack of patrolling, or I guess active officers or deputies, I should say, in Blaine County. And I think bringing it back to what I believe the purpose of the BCSO to be is to patrol Blaine County. But
you on radio?
I think kind of like bringing it back here and establishing community and being a part of the community up here is
He might be on.
what I want to do. Who is the Radich is the sheriff right now, right?
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Until Thursday, where I make Jimbo sheriff for a day,
Oh,
then-
that'll be
and then-
fun.
and then Friday I'll be announcing the
my
next
son.
sheriff.
I think what I would do is I think you got to cut some people up here. I think you got to cut ties from people that aren't actually patrolling Blaine County. I think you need to find a group of individuals inside the department that are focused on Blaine County and promote them and enable them to patrol, and then build a department around them.
Why do you want to leave your position as assistant chief of police?
Why do I want to leave it? Can you elaborate? Like just
Well, you're applying to be sheriff, so
Right.
presumably you'd leave your position
all the
right?
way to the
Usually
top,
people-
baby.
You just want to move up.
No, I mean, I genuinely see, and again, I know I don't have to preface this, but I do see a disconnect, and I think that, like, I guess kind of like fill the gap of the things that I see missing in this department. This is awkward.
You know, Tyler, how do you see yourself fitting in with, our past occurrences and the fact that you serial stalk me on
I'll still
occasion
wage war
and,
on you, Delver.
try and hit
That
me
doesn't
with your
change.
car, and in general, you're just a piece of shit
You've tried to
person who's
murder me.
probably gonna
I've
die
never tried
someday.
to murder you, Delver. But you could bet
You
your
actually
sweet
have,
ass.
Tyler. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Listen, Tyler, let's say you become the
gonna
sheriff
get
in
D's
some
nuts on your
freaking
dog.
miracle. What you just say?
You heard me. I will never get along with you, Delver.
D-Dog. It's D-Dog.
Let's say you become
Yeah,
sheriff
D-Dog.
one day. How are you going to adapt to the conflicting workplace where someone who hates you is working potentially with you?
Like Moss?
Whoa,
not like
stone
Moss.
cold, bro.
It's true. I have been to a therapy session with those two.
Yeah,
before.
see? We've had multiple therapy sessions.
You think therapy is the answer? Well,
Therapy
if you
is
were
the
to
answer to
become
a lot of
sheriff,
things.
I mean, I'm a
This is true.
deputy mayor,
Good.
Peters. So you're
Yeah.
gonna see me if you become sheriff.
Well, I'd
and I'm
probably
gonna
make
see you.
good, and I'd probably make you go to therapy with me. Have you seen Jaeger recently?
We ask the questions here, Tyler.
Okay, I
This is an interview. Try and keep it professional, please. I don't want to be that guy.
I'm
but you're
apologizing.
being
Just to be clear, I'm apologizing to
cringe
everyone in
and
the
weird right
room,
now.
except is that like a hutch kind of weird?
Just know that I'm very uncomfortable.
Good.
You coming into a department as the top rank in a department that you haven't, I guess, been in for a couple months. Is it going to be like a respect me or else, or like how are you going to do it?
It's not. It should never be a respect me or else. It should be respect the position. Not like you don't necessarily. People don't need to respect me, but they need to respect the position if I come into here. And ultimately, I think that's what it comes down to. I think one of the issues that I have with the current BCSO, and this is not just to preface this is not a knock, is I think that as far as high command goes, I think high command should be calling the shots. Command should be supporting it, and then the deputies kind of like then support command, where it seems like it's more of a democracy now.
Yeah. Do you think the department should be able to in some way dictate who runs them?
No,
Why not?
because they're just going to pick their friends. And I think that ultimately when you have a friend in a work position, you're just going to be enabled to do whatever the fuck you want instead of doing your job.
What makes a high command successful?
Like what? Now that's where I have to ask, Mumbles, what are you looking for in your sheriff department?
It's a good question, right? I want to start building up a community up here up north. And I think I need to start in Grapeseed because that's where I have the most seeds planted already that just need a little bit of water to bloom. Now, when it comes to the police department, I want them to be able to function without much input from me, but still building up their own community that can help assist the North in having its own place. If I have any more questions or comments, or if I've made any decisions that involve you, I'll give you a shout out. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Hope you guys take care.
I believe it might be a street race.
See you later.
Woody?
I got food
Westbound
downstairs,
through
I
the
gotta go
observatory tunnel towards Mount Vinewood.
445.